What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is CringeyJesse, and this is F1 Manager 23. So we are here for round 9 here in Canada. Something I recently learned is if you go to this screen right here, it tells you the weather for the week. I've played F1 Manager 22 and F1 Manager 23 for quite some time now, and I never knew that it told me the weather right here on this screen. That is absolutely wild. I feel 100% slow. Crazy. I've just been waiting for to go into the weekend, and I guess I could have been preparing more ahead of time. I have no idea. Historic chance of safety cars also told here. It's about 75%. Pit lane time loss is 18 seconds. That's absolutely wild. And I have my second rear wing in, which looks like it's doing nothing for me on the grid. Nothing. Absolutely. Just nothing. Nothing. It's wild. The only good number I see is high speed third. And I'm hoping that means I'm in third place out of all the high speeds, but I doubt it. I doubt it. Anyway, with all of that, I am going to go ahead and go up. Oh, sorry. Go ahead and go up into qualifying, and I will see you guys there. We've got Alonso, P11, Pierre Gasly, P15. He's the one in danger. We're hoping that they can do a little bit better. Alonso comes across the line. Does he move up any? It doesn't look like it. Gasly, however, he will move up to P13, and there is still a couple people out there who have a shot at ruining that for at least Gasly. I don't think Alonso's in any danger. Yep, now we have Daniel Ricciardo as Zhou Guanyu did better. Is Daniel Ricciardo shooting for a lap to finish? He is shooting for a lap to finish as he comes around next to Champion's Wall into the line. Crosses. But still no better than P20. Did improve his time, but no better than P20. Coming to the end of P2, I opted for the toe once again. This time, though, it will not work, but they are on fresher tires, so I'm hoping for a little bit faster from Alonso because he's a little too close to the danger zone for my liking, as he will come across the line just as time expires, so not... He's done, but he doesn't have a checker flag. Gasly does come around. We didn't see him come to the finish line. Here comes Alonso, sitting P8 at the moment, coming across the line, hoping to improve. I tried to go for the pull again, but Alonso just keeps leaving Gasly behind. Alonso improving to P7. Gasly not improving at all, really. Do they have gas left? They sure do. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cancel that call in, see if they can do anything on this lap. Nah, it's P8, P9 with a yellow flag. As Alonso and Gasly run out of gas right next to each other. We were shooting. We were shooting for top spots, so we did what we thought was best.
This is it. We're moments away now at the Canadian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Oh, here we are in Canada for round 9 as Alonso. He's going to move up into P6. I'm sure he's still side by side with that Mercedes of Carlos Sainz. We've mentioned his name a lot. He has become an actual rival of definitely Alonso at least. Take my watch off right now because, of course, it'll buzz and buzz and buzz while I'm trying to concentrate. Alonso looking to try to get that edge on Carlos Sainz here on lap 1. He says overtake successful, and as you can see him coming down, Carlos Sainz is in fact behind Alonso. However, Pierre Gasly right now stuck behind the Aston Martin of Lance Stroll. You see Pierre Gasly back there. He looks like he's almost side by side with Carlos Sainz. And side by side with Carlos Sainz he is, as he's going to get the inside here on turn P2-ish, and he's gonna have P8 in front of Carlos Sainz. Hopefully, he'll be able to make a move, as he's a lot closer than he has been over the last couple of laps because of the rain. I know we save a lot of gas during the rain. On the outside, starting the chicane, on the inside, finishing the chicane, running down the line, side by side, up into turn 1. Alonso having the fastest lap as of right now, taking it away from Lando Norris. Still side by side, coming around the two corners. I'm still going to let him push just a little bit longer on the DRS. And up into P5 goes Fernando Alonso. And he's going to leave him like he did last time. So that was fun. So look at Gasly as wow, we just missed it. He got around Stroll there. Red flag is out. So the session has been suspended. Red flag, I wonder what happened. This looks like an Alpine and ooh, right up against a wall. Stopping on the track in a very dangerous spot. So yeah, that red flag makes sense, although it looked like, in my opinion, he could keep going, but
It's time to pick up where we left off as the race restarts. And it's lights out and away we go.
Something else I just thought about, it's P6, P7 for the Hasbros here in this moment. Put that on neutral. Put that on neutral. Sure that didn't change. Okay. Something else I had just thought about as Alonso's looking to get his spot back from Lando Norris, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to right there. Because of the pit stop, the rain is going to happen sooner before he sticks that inside still. And on the inside he will back up into P5 in front of Lando Norris. Now looking for the back end of Bottas. Can he do it? We're going to let not Alonso. We're going to let Gasly start pushing now. Both the Red Bulls still fighting for P1 up there, allowing Alonso here. He's going to catch up to Bottas and get right around him. And now looking at the back end of Charles Leclerc. Gasly getting closer to Lando Norris as we're coming into the front straight DRS zones. I think they're both called the front straight DRS zone. Not really sure, but with Charles Leclerc with no DRS, giving Alonso DRS, and he's using his ERS still, I'm kind of also hoping he's going to get that fastest lap here on lap 18 before rain comes in. It doesn't look like he will get the fastest lap. However, he does get the fastest lap. Yes, sir. And he's up into P3, hunting down the Red Bulls up in front of him. Gasly, he just gets in front of Lando Norris here, coming around turn 2, heading down to turn 3, looking at the back end of Bottas. Alonso, we're going to go ahead and turn off his ERS as he's within a second to Max Verstappen. Gasly, he is, right beside Bottas. Will he get Bottas? He will get Bottas, and he's got the DRS to Charles Leclerc, who's over a second behind Alonso and won't have DRS in the next DRS zone as long as Alonso can get back, get up there, I guess. I don't know. But here's Charles. I'm not Charles, but it is Charles. He's looking to get passed by Gasly. We're hoping Gasly can get around him. Charles Leclerc will have the DRS, but Pierre Gasly, he's still going to use his ERS, and he's looking up the inside, coming down the front straight of the first half. Will he get Charles Leclerc down here into the chicane? He won't have it there, but he's going to... that was way too close to the wall for my liking. Running to the line. Gasly up into P4 as of right now. And down into turn 1, Pierre Gasly has the fastest lap. And into P4 and in DRS range of his teammate, Fernando Alonso. There we go. We're going to put Pierre Gasly up into P1. And then we're going to box him. Let's see what Alonso does. Can he beat out either of the Red Bulls? That would be nice. Pit crew. Pit crew. Here comes Alonso. Get out, 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 get out. Mother flipper, he got passed by Charles Leclerc. Or very not helpful. Here he comes up. Down. Out. Verstappen got by him. Alonso got by him. Leclerc got by him. Norris got by him. Perez got by him. But Perez got to go around the thing. He's going to get up in front of Norris. Let's go. It's a P3, P4 for Alonso and Gasly. Going to see exactly where we can get, as there is another red flag. 2 red flags here in Canada, and we are 3 and 4 coming out of this red flag. What happened here? Is it another Alpine? It's Alexander Albon. Ooh, George Russell. Alexander Albon. Albon. Right. George Russell. We just have to get in front of Charles Leclerc, and then we beat the Ferraris in this race.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
Let's see what they can do. Alonso, P3. He has the first shot of getting around Leclerc. Can he do it? Time penalty for George Russell, who hit the wall. Like, that's not even his fault. FIA, what are you doing? I don't even like George Russell, but George Russell hit the wall. Like, bro didn't do anything. Chill. Golly. I'm down for it. Alonso looking for a way around Verstappen. Gasly being left behind. Alonso side by side with Verstappen coming down into the chicane. Is he going to hold it? Coming out of the chicane right next to the wall of champions. And Alonso up into P2, now looking to be side by side with Charles Leclerc going down into turn 1. He will have the inside for turn 2. Will he get P1? He will get P1. Now, can he leave them in the dust? Another yellow flag. A VSC or a safety car comes out. Oh! It was Alonso. No! God, dog it. I'm going to go ahead and box him then. Alonso from P1 to P10. Putting Gasly up in the top 3. I thought it was Verstappen or Leclerc. It's not too late. We're going to go ahead and box him.
Box area is very slippery.
Copy.
Box. Box trippy.
Alright, here's Gasly. He's out. He's out well in time for Alonso to come in. They're on the softs. They're going to push that first lap. They came in. Or, I said it backwards, but you know what I mean. Gasly moving up the order, all the way back up into P8. Alonso, he's coming around the chicane. As he starts moving up the order, hopefully. In front of Piastri, in front of Magnussen. Not in front of Stroll or Hamilton. Theo Pourchaire, probably. Yes. Into the bottom there. And here comes Pierre Gasly.
Okay,
up into P3, up into P2, up into P1. He's got to go a long way around, though. And I know they're coming out the exit. Oh, but they didn't make it in time. There goes Alonso. He's in the top 10 now. Can he get in front of Perez? He cannot get in front of Perez. Right on his tail coming out of the chicane is Verstappen. Not really looking like a P1 there, as Verstappen is going to take that P1 away from him. Now, as long as Gasly can stay up there with him, I'll be okay with a podium. I just want to make sure that I finish in front of Leclerc. Pierre Gasly is going to take P1 once again. 9 laps to go here in Canada. I will take that. Gasly getting passed by Norris, which is okay as long as Gasly stays where he needs for that DRS coming out of this U-turn. I will be happy. I will be okay. Lando Norris won't have it side by side with Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen going to push us a little wide, so back down into P3 we go. There goes Gasly. He pulled all the way out. He gets around Norris. Is he going to be side by side with Verstappen? No. No, he will not. Lando Norris will have no DRS. Gasly in P2. Looking down to P1. Down to turn 1. Turn 2 up the inside. Can he make it stick? He can. Sorry. No, it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. Oh, Max Verstappen, he's going to have the inside too, and he's going to have the DRS. Push. Push, 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 push. Get there. Coming down the final straight up to the chicane. It's going to be Verstappen taking it away from Pierre Gasly here on the last lap through the Wall of Champions to the finish line. It is Max Verstappen winning the race here in Canada. Pierre Gasly taking his first podium of the season of second place. And then you got Norris and Leclerc, Perez, Stroll, Bottas, Hamilton, and Alonso. P9 was P1 at one point before he locked up his brakes coming across the line in P9. It's another double point finish for the Hasbros.
It's another career podium for Pierre Gasly, having battled really hard to earn that place.
That's going to make them very happy, taking home their first trophy this year.
Plenty of smiles for the cameras as the drivers can let off some steam here in Montreal. How do you think?
And that is your Canadian Grand Prix. Max Verstappen taking the win there on the last lap. Unfortunately, it was a really well-fought battle between him and Pierre Gasly for P1, but Max Verstappen overall taking that win. Pierre Gasly moving up 7 spots to get P2. I believe the rain definitely helped. Lando Norris moving up 2 spots for P3. Charles Leclerc in P4, Sergio Perez P5, Lance Stroll P6, Valtteri Bottas finishing P7, Lewis Hamilton finishing P8, Fernando Alonso, who at one point was holding on to P1, locked up his brakes, ended up finishing P9, Esteban Ocon finishing out your top 10. Then you had Mick Schumacher moving up 5 spots to P11. Mick Schumacher looking like he might be making some moves now. Daniel Ricciardo moving up to P12. Carlos Sainz dropping down to P13. Kevin Magnussen finishing P14. Then Yuki Tsunoda, Theo Pourchaire, Oscar Piastri. George Russell not finishing this race, along with Alexander Albon, Zhou Guan Yu. Moving on to the Drivers' Championship, Max Verstappen taking the win today, adding another 25 points to his lead. Which is crazy. Crazy lead. 181 points P1 Max Verstappen, 151 points P2 Sergio Perez, and 97 points for Charles Leclerc, who moves up into P3, overtaking his teammate George Russell, who didn't finish today. Then Fernando Alonso in P5, Carlos Sainz in P6, Lewis Hamilton in P7, Alexander Albon P8, Pierre Gasly. He's getting pretty close to Alexander Albon. Hopefully we can get something there. But P9, Pierre Gasly, and P10, Esteban Ocon. Then you have Valtteri Bottas, Lance Stroll, Lando Norris moving up 2 spots, Kevin Magnussen dropping 1 to P14, Yuki Tsunoda dropping 1 to P15, Oscar Piastri, Mick Schumacher, Zhou Guan Yu, Daniel Ricciardo moving up 1 spot to P19, as Theo Pourchaire drops down to P20. In your constructor standings, Red Bull still leading, now with 332 points on the season. I think it's fair to say, with 9 podiums, 2 wins, 2 fastest laps, that they've got that one. I think it's fair to say. Ferrari in P2 has in P3 with 131 points, 20 points gained today. Definitely beat out Ferrari. There's a shot. I mean, there's a chance, right? Mercedes P4, Aston Martin P5, McLaren P6, Alfa Romeo P7, Alpine in P8, Williams in P9, and AlphaTauri, who is yet the only team to not score a point, sitting P10. My friends, was your Canadian Grand Prix. Up next will be Austria, one of my favorite tracks. I do love this track, and hopefully with a new wing, a new rear wing, which y'all didn't see this because I came in here and you know this part right here, it does the what failed, what didn't failed, all that stuff. It said my rear wing had failed, and apparently, I don't know if I did this right or not. I'm not even sure what happened. But apparently, I did not put the new rear wing that we just designed on these two cars. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. The beginning of the video will say whether or not I did. But according to this, I did not. And that threw me completely off. As you can see in this email right here about parts that failed or whatnot. Car 1, if you look down at the rear wing, H25-1. Rear wing for car 2, H25-1. But the front wing and the underfloor, which I've designed new parts for, says -2. So it's as if I didn't even put it on for the Canadian race, which is what we were excited for to see. Unfortunately, however, doesn't look like it was actually on for that race. So Austria will be the first race that it will be on, because as you can see now, 100% -2 on the rear wing for car 1, car 2 -2 for the rear wing. So it's definitely on there. Where is it at? The email. Is it? Oh, it's not done yet. It's coming up. In 2 days, our scouting is complete for those two drivers that I had mentioned earlier that are a lot younger than Sophia Florsch, but already at and around the same overall, if not better. So we'll see how that one goes. Up next is Austria. After this one is posted, you will see it in 2 days. Within 2 days, I should say. Because I know I had just posted on Thursday. So on the time of recording, it's Friday. So you'll probably see this on Saturday. Just because it's very late. It's not very late. I don't know. You'll either see this on Friday or Saturday. Anyway. If you enjoy the video, please hit the like button, because that really boosts my confidence in making these videos, and I love making these videos. I have seen that my views have gone up, and I have seen that I've gained another 2 subscribers since starting this series and actually doing this series. So thank you for those 2 followers that have followed me. And speaking of, if you can't wait for the next race, and you want to see what happens, and you want to see if I can keep Haz in the top 3, or if I can get a driver to win the Drivers' Championship, probably not this season, hit that subscribe button. Keep following me. I want to get those numbers up. I really do want to hit 500 at some point. I really do. But yeah, until next time, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I can't wait to see you next time. But until then, have fun doing whatever it is that you do with your life.